All right, we're live.
Hey!
Yeah.
It's Monday, baby. You know what that means. Not Fest Wrestling.
Not Fest Wrestling. Children, welcome. Hello.
How you doing, Jordan? I haven't talked to you much today.
I know it's been a slow one. I mean, I'm doing great. I'm at my girlfriend's apartment
This
today
isn't a
for the
green
first
screen?
time. This is not a I'm not green screened into a small bedroom.
So that's a real dress.
There's a real dress that I can
You can wear if you want to.
listen. Give me a minute. I could be wearing this dress.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Wouldn't be the first time.
I believe it. We are gathered here today to discuss the great Jim Johnston and his contributions to the WWE music.
Yeah.
He's the god.
He's the guy. He's the most iconic. Like he was writing the themes at the height of the period, and he this was hard. So we're doing top 10s. Like it's Colin and I each put together a top 10 of like what we think are the best songs. And it was hard going through these because there was a lot that he there's just so many that he put together.
Yeah.
Into 2013. That's so insane. 1994.
There's one on my list that's still every week. I mean, not so much every week, but like he's around and it still goes. So
yeah,
he's prolific is kind of the only way. You don't know a lot. Most 9 out of 10 people would never know this guy's name, but they
Jim
know.
Johnston.
They know his contributions.
He sounds like he would be like a porn guy, like a porn producer. You know what I'm saying? Jim Johnston sounds like he's either like a blues guitarist or like he invented like depth of focus in porn.
Right. He was the first guy to like properly light.
Yeah, I was like, guys, we could throw a 50 millimeter.
Yeah, he really brought just aperture to porn. You know?
Yeah, for
Johnston.
sure. Oh, you got the ISO too high.
Yeah, exactly. Well, do you want to start yours? Just
should we start
from 10?
Yes, we're gonna. So, all right, I'll start with my 10.
Okay.
As usual with these top 10s, like my list, like again, I'm coming in. I'm a newer wrestling fan, so I probably got some stuff on here that's gonna make people go like, "What?" But whatever. Here we go. Number 10, "Bad Guy," the Razor Ramon theme.
Oh, I mean that's a classic, dude.
It's a classic. I mean, like, it's technically literally just like there's only a little bit of music and it's mostly rhythmic, but it sounds exactly like an 80s cop movie. It sounds exactly.
This was one of those ones where like every like great theme and every huge star had like an iconic sound in there.
Yeah.
It's like there's just a noise. And the car crash is like an instrument of its own.
I know. Yeah. I love it. I'm excited. Like I'm newer to him, but I got exactly what they were going for. Like with the whole gimmick, I was like, this sounds like Beverly Hills Cop. This sounds like an early Michael Mann movie. I fucking love it. I can see just like sunset and palm trees and text, like white credits. You know,
white
what I'm saying?
Suit, like Tony Montana. Tony Montana heard this song and was like,
"Oh man,
this fucking rocks."
Exactly. Without the
accent.
Al Pacino dropped the accent and was like, "Oh my,
this fucking rocks.
It's fucking rocks."
Yeah.
No, I love it.
Great pick.
I love I love like a classic 80s like synth horn too. Mm-hmm. Like it sounds unbelievable. This song, this is the shit. I love like also like just like textured drums. It's so much fun.
Yeah. It's this is pretty early on in his tenure.
It's like one of his first.
Yeah, and it's still this good. You can tell why he kept the job for so long.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. What's your number 10?
I tried to take nostalgia. There's some where it's like the guy makes the song, like the song
Totally.
rocks because the guy rocks. But then
Yes.
there's some where it's just like a hard ass song with the
Right.
guy from Saliva singing. So my number 10 is Batista's theme.
I thought that was. See, this is me being new. Like I was under the impression that was literally just a
No,
Saliva song.
it's Jim. So a lot of the songs featuring bands and guys from bands
Right.
completely written by Jim, and the guys are just performing.
That's fucking awesome.
So
Good.
this is Jim going. "Ba-na, ba-na, ba-na, ba-na-na." This motherfucker like secretly has the Hatebreed scale in his mind. Like he knows it. He
Right.
knows "Da-na-na-na." And to me, that's what I'm looking for, like recreationally from
Right.
music is "Da-na-na-na."
Yeah.
So hearing that in wrestling was like, damn, this goes.
If Jim Johnson, like, the one thing he never does is throw in a gallop. If he could do a da-na-na-na, da-da-da-da-da-da, like we off the
Oh yeah.
charts, I would.
CFOs were the first ones to do like like
Yeah, yeah.
a anything. I'm sure
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Jim was like, "What was that thing he did?"
That's really fast.
I know. Hey, you guys rock too fast. And then they
I
got
don't
the
know.
job.
They're losing the character. It's too fast.
It's too fast. Yeah, but that's my number 10. Batista. The song still rocks.
I
It is what
first
it
got
is.
into that song watching the video of Xavier Woods losing his
Oh yeah.
shit, singing it at WrestleMania.
I'll walk the miles inside this bit of danger. Dude, it
Yeah,
goes hard.
it goes. It's great.
He's a
I
man
love.
of great taste. Xavier
Listen,
Woods.
there are some like a lot of those bands get a lot of shit, because like they get a little friendly, but all those bands like at their heart, like they were doing what they were doing because they like love Pantera, like
Sure.
a Saliva loves Pantera, Disturbed loves Pantera, Machine Head loves Pantera, like Machine Head more than any, like they're like safety net Pantera. They're like,
Which
if
is
you
so
don't want to
bizarre
talk,
because they are like he was in Violence, it's like
totally.
they're of the same era, but yeah, I mean, just a complete their new metal transition is like one of the most bizarre things. But man, Burn My Eyes.
It's great. They
Woo!
Burn My Eyes is just like, hey, if you want some Pantera, but you don't want to have the flag talk, like we're here.
Yeah,
We got you.
it's like, but it's like also still a hardcore band somehow. It's crazy.
It's fucking awesome. I love it.
Number 9.
Number 9. I'm going DX theme.
I'm shocked this made your top 10 because you hate a knockoff.
Yeah, I hate a knockoff, but here's the thing. You can't escape it.
No.
There's so many Jim Johnston trying to do Rage Against the Machine in this era, and it doesn't work. And this is the best translation of that. And
I mean,
it's
dude,
just so fun.
the chorus riff is legit amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
That's brilliant, and that's like I didn't put this in mind because I've got some stock ones in here, but I also have a couple weird ones coming up.
Yeah.
But that is a objectively good song, and it's like such a huge part of my life just hearing that song. So I get it.
Yeah, like the riff is really good. He has like it's finally like, I don't know what it is, like he finally got the neck pickup tone to sound like it reads as Tom Morello. It sounds like most people thought this was Rage Against the Machine. So he finally did it.
Yeah.
He had 17 of these. He had so many shots at trying to do Rage Against the Machine, and this is the one that, yes, it sounds like Rage Against the Machine. The guy sounds like an impersonator of
Like
Zach De La Rocha. Yeah. Like he's in Vegas as like next to the Elvises
for sure.
Like getting like marrying
Zach of the Roaches.
Yeah, Zach of the.
I think this is the first one. Why it worked is like the production itself kind of sounds like Rage Against the Machine. Like,
Totally.
Like
The build is great.
it's not just the song. It's like he made it actually sonically sound like Rage Against the Machine. And Bo is correct in the comments here. The "Are You Ready" is like with
It's
a little.
yeah, that shit's great.
People,
Also,
places explode.
bold, bold move to throw in the medals feel. And Are You Ready in the early 90s
I
to
know.
like, dude, Korn just happened. Like
And
it's
this
2 years ago.
eclipsed the Korn one.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Maybe not to the Slipknot.com audience here, but to the wrestling fan,
Oh yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
you
But to
say,
the
"Are you
world,
ready?" They're gonna be like, "Oh, DX for
yeah.
sure." Me too. Yeah. Great pick. I'm kind of so with my number 9. I'm looking totally objectively.
Okay.
You know, because you look at this list. My list at least is like literally 80% like hard rock.
Right.
So this is one more recent where Jim is just flexing, where he's like, I can do literally any genre of music.
Uh-huh.
And this song was like so out of nowhere and such a hit that it was like charted at number 1 in multiple countries. The Fandango thing.
Oh my god, that's my number 8.
Here we go.
My guy.
It is this is like
This is so good.
as you and I, we like to make different kinds of music. It's fun.
It's so much fun.
How I hear this and I go, this man's a genius.
It sounds like a song that has existed for years. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like it's public domain.
I heard it and I was like, "Oh, he comes out to that song," as
Yeah.
if I knew what it was. It sounds timeless. It's incredible. It's so funny. It's genuinely funny. It's genuinely catchy.
Yep.
The man's a genius for this.
Genius. It
It-
legitimately like
it like wasn't anybody. He
No.
had his first match, and because the song is so catchy, people heard it booming through an arena and sang it for an entire weekend.
Yeah, and then soccer games immediately adopted it, and it was a worldwide phenomenon.
Insane. And then they fired Fandango because they're idiots, fools.
What a handsome guy, man.
He's so fucking handsome. He's so funny.
Yeah.
That guy is so funny. Bless him. I miss the Fashion Police
Me too.
literally every day. I loved that match with the janitor and the grandma drag. That was my shit. I think that's one of my favorite matches of all time because
I love
that's
that.
the shit I want.
He's like fringe New England hardcore as well. So
Is he?
big Fandango guy. I love him.
Dude, love it. When the gimmick of giving people tickets for looking like shit is the greatest idea.
So simple, so brilliant.
So funny. John Cena wearing jorts in the year 2017. Give him a ticket. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's great.
So funny.
Was that not like a main event thing? It's crazy.
It was my main event.
Era. Yeah, there you go.
That was for like me and like the nobodies. That was our shit. Like I remember I was like, you guys, we got to do Backlash as the first episode because Breezango are going, like the Fashion Police are going for the titles. They have a match on this show. We got to do it. And they were like, you're right. So that's the first episode
Oh wow.
of Nobodies is that match because I knew it was going to be insane.
It's good stuff. My number 8, probably a lot higher for some people based on some things I've been reading today.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a little too short-lived for me to put it any higher, even though I have a couple that barely lasted. The Brood team.
Oh,
I bet it's I imagine it's a little higher on yours if on there at all.
Yep.
You can
so
curse,
good.
Ty. Yeah.
It's so I like it's higher so we can
we can wait to talk about
we
it.
can wait to talk about it because
Yeah.
it's not spoilers, it's on my list.
Yeah.
It is short-lived, but like the thing is I just heard people talking about it, so I didn't know the first time I saw a Brood thing was like the SummerSlam thing last year or whatever, with Edge coming out. I had only heard it isolated, and I was like, I see what this is doing. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I do my number 7?
Yeah, do your number 7.
All right, this is where things are gonna get a little.
Me
This is gonna
too.
be contested.
Me too.
In here, like people are gonna be a little upset. This might be the hot. This might be the like most like what the fuck on my list. Number
Me
7,
too.
Ministry of Darkness Undertaker theme.
That's my number 7 is the Undertaker theme. So
Wait, like the original, the Graveyard Symphony one?
like not the like OG version, but the like the one that is kind of the current one. The
It's that thing rocks, and it's not hot. The hot thing is it's not on my top 10 because
interesting.
like
Because it's kind of a cover.
Well, I think Jim did the original
march.
too.
But it's the funeral march. Like it's just it's the like church funeral march.
Right. And
which is dope.
It is dope. It's like it is what it should be, but I remember hearing this and even though this version of The Undertaker did not exist and it kind of sucked like match-wise or whatever for a lot of people, this is what I think of. When you say The Undertaker, I think the beard with no mustache. I think like this is what I knew. This is one of the only things that I knew going into wrestling is like this is The Undertaker to me. He comes out to like a legitimately sick riff. Like I think the riff in this song is fucking great. Like the that thing
honestly
rocks.
can't even recall the Ministry version. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one rocks.
Like, it's a fucking sick riff at the beginning. He's just like speaking in tongues or whatever.
Yeah, okay. All right. It just flew back to me. That one is insane.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like I think it's underrated. I like the Graveyard Symphony thing, but like this is the shit. Are you kidding? Yeah. Like it amps you up. It sounds like I wish that I'm like the only person in the world who's like I want this theme. Like when I think of the Undertaker, like the other stuff is I like Biker Taker, Limp Bizkit. I think it's funny.
Oh, it's perfect.
I would still want to see that. I want to see all the entrances, but this, like, I want like fucking Satan. Like that's what I want from the Undertaker is same. Like a dude crucifying people, being a
crucifying people to symbols and not crosses because they couldn't say crosses. I love that.
He's tied up on that symbol.
I love that.
Yeah.
My number 7 is the Undertaker theme, which we don't really need to talk about. Because
we can talk about it. You sang it. It was great.
Enough said. I know every single second of every note of that song. You know, like it's so unbelievably iconic that they're confident enough in it to play it for 8.5 to 12 minutes every time, and you're just like, all right, cool. Like it's not like, oh my god, this song again. It's like it's just this beautiful iconic thing.
Yeah, I would love to. I never got to see this entrance live, and I really wish I had. Like I didn't go to WrestleMania 35. Wait, no, he wasn't there anyway. I wouldn't have seen it.
I don't think he was.
Never mind any of this.
There you go. All right, you want to do number 6?
All right, number 6. I'm going with the Rock theme song.
Number 6.
Number 6 for the Rock.
It's on mine, so let's save it.
We'll save it. Number 6 is the Rock theme.
My number 6 is. I know that he doesn't like this song, which is interesting. The wrestler. And he has a new version that I guess people love, but I couldn't really get into. but it's the post-evolution Randy Orton theme called "Burn in My Light."
I don't
And
know
it's
what this is.
dude, it's just a rockin' ass song with this amazing chorus that I thought fit him so well as the like angsty youngest world heavyweight champion of all time who like left this legendary group to do his own thing and kind of be a babyface but also a dickhead.
Mhm.
And like this song, this is one of those cases where the song perfectly represented like everything that I just said.
Right.
Like the song itself like is just saying that. And the chorus kicks ass. That sounds terrible. Like the production is like actually bad,
Right. I
but
believe there's no way.
it hit, dude. It rocked. So the song is called "Burn in My Light," and it was for Randy Orton
I
before Voices.
I will check that out. I'm curious. The one thing I do know is that he for a second came out to the Kill Switch song that CM Punk came out to,
Yeah, he
and
wanted it.
they took it away from him. And for years he was like, I don't think he likes the like his current theme
The
song
Voices
either.
song. It's so I hate this song.
I fucking hate it.
I think it's a Jim Johnston song too. So
It might
sorry,
be
sorry, Jim.
Jim.
Whew.
You blew it. You
And
blew it
I
with
think
that
you'll
one.
especially agree after you hear "Burning My Light," dude, because it actually kicks ass. Like
The
no
pro-
joke.
the production on some of these is questionable for
It's
sure. So
hilarious, but it doesn't
so funny.
matter because it's all about the arena. It's all
Yeah.
about, and my number 5 is the perfect example of that. But you go ahead first.
Okay. My number 5, Brute theme.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Brute theme. I like wanted to put this higher, but the top 5. I feel like 7 up. I was like, I don't even know. Like I like all of these songs, but I had to. It got to the point where I was like, it's just got to go with like iconic at a point. And this is a song that people talk about. So like when you talk about wrestling songs, like someone brings this up. Even though a lot of people don't even know what the fuck the Brood is
Mhm.
anymore. It's it's like forgot, but the Brood theme has stuck around longer than the actual Brood. Like that's why Edge did it
Mhm.
at SummerSlam. He was like, I can get a pop for this if I come
Yeah,
out to the
people
Brood
love the
theme.
song. I mean, the
They just want to
song.
hear the song.
Yeah, the song outweighs the group at this point.
Right, which I think you got to give it to that where
Gotta give it.
this is Jim's one song that overshadows the wrestler.
Yeah,
It's like better it's better than the character got to be. I think that I mean it's not their I think the Brood and the Ministry of Darkness like that whole storyline apparently just sucked.
it was terrible.
And it was terrible, but it's iconic because people wanted it to be really good because everyone
Sure.
looked really cool and all the music was sick. And we love Satan. Like, what are you
Mhm.
gonna do?
Yeah, yeah. Slipknot.com, motherfucker.
Slipknot.com,
This
baby.
Satan, this is the house that Satan built.
Yes, 100%. Iowa
Yeah, come
has the
on.
Satan on the cover.
Exactly.
That's Beelzebub himself,
I
him or her.
apologies. I love the Brood theme. Again, I think it outweighs the group at this point.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why I
pretty
think it's got to be. I started at number 1 with this, and then I was like, I can't.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, I reorganized mine like 5 times.
this
So
was
this
the
is
most reorganizing I've done for one
yeah,
of these.
it's very difficult.
Yeah.
My number 5, again, the perfect example of terrible production not mattering because it goes so fucking hard live. The Brock Lesnar theme.
No, God.
Just hear me
Yeah.
out here. Have you ever heard it live?
No, I've
Dude,
never heard it.
it's crazy. I'm telling
Wait, yes,
I
I have. I've been to a Madison Square Garden house show where he just squashed Kevin Owens.
that's sad. But I'm
It is
telling
sad.
you, like this at like Staples Center is like you could have told me that it was fucking Deicide playing the song or something. Like they were set up back. I was like, this is the fucking craziest thing I've ever heard. And
Are
I've
you
heard the song 500 times.
are you well, I guess, like, is it just that it cuts through it's it's got to be just that in an arena with that many
It's
people,
huge. Yeah.
this many people yelling, and you're
Yeah.
just it's so simple that it can cut through like just a
And it's just the energy of it and the vibe, I think, is perfect for Brock. And this is one of those things where the song fits the guy. Just and it gets to that chorus, the fucking da 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 again, and it's like there's so much going on, and it sounds so crazy. And when you listen to it on Spotify or something, you're like,
this is
damn, like this sucks. Like this is
yeah,
actually bad and sounds bad.
yeah.
But in the arena, man, holy shit, it is
It's the
something else.
opposite of the Brood theme.
It is absolutely the opposite of the Brood theme.
Right. It has all of they have opposite strengths and weaknesses.
Exactly.
Um
The guy
oh,
makes the song, but also the experience makes the song here.
yeah, like Brock Lesnar coming out to that without and every adult man screaming.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just 25-year-olds going, "Fuck
Yeah.
yeah!" Like,
I think he still came out to it in the UFC too, and that's why it's like it has this
really?
legitimacy to it too. Yeah.
Does he own it? Did he like buy it from Jim?
I feel like WWE probably let him do it.
Yeah.
Because they own it. They were like, yeah, we'll just make money from you doing that. So who cares?
Yeah.
They're all about they're bag chasers, dude.
Yeah, they're just trying to get they refuse to not have the bag keep
They
growing.
need the bag.
They need
Like
that
right
bag.
now they've got it, but they're like, we need to fill it some more
Listen,
somehow.
I think we can make some more room here. Let's get who is this? like
Yeah,
let's get
exactly.
let's get Cesaro out of here.
Yeah.
I can put a 20 in the side. All right, my number 4. This is this is like these last couple are really hard, but number 4 is the game with Motorhead.
Yeah, I didn't put this on. I figured you might and that we could just talk about it.
Yeah.
Um like it's hard to believe when you listen to this. This is like the full band playing the song. You know, like this is not just featuring
Mhm.
Lemmy. It's like featuring Motorhead.
Right.
Um, the Triple H theme before this was
Yes.
like a was is like the same song, but with the fake DX guy on it.
Yes, I did know that. Um I was like trying to figure out like what this thing was called. I looked up Triple H theme and it was called like My Time, and I realized I was like, oh, I guess this is his old one, but I was like, oh, I guess this little dun
It's the
dun
same song.
dun dun
Yeah,
dun dun that's his little riff. Um, and I think you gotta attribute it to Jim Johnston because he wrote the lyrics
no,
too.
it's
Because
his. It's his, 100%. But like
Motorhead
Motorhead just
played it.
made it brought again this legitimacy to it that it's just
Yeah,
it's like a good song.
it it's fucking sick. Like,
Yeah,
here's the thing: this song is so cool that it made Triple H cooler. Like,
for sure.
he was a good little stinker, but like I've like heard about like his like him returning after like injury, and people just think this song like is so cool that like sometimes like I think it's really like Lemmy has permeated Triple H and people cannot help but cheer for Triple
Dude,
H.
he came out with like a denim vest over leather or something,
That's insane.
and it like was like the loudest pop I've ever heard ever.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. And the promo where he says like I am the fucking game, like that, and they didn't even edit it out. They just bleeped it because they were like, we gotta keep this in because it's good shit.
Yeah.
Was so good that it was like, okay, I guess I just like this guy who's been like the most dastardly part of my entire life the
Yeah,
past like 5
literally
years.
tying every good guy to the train tracks.
The worst villain I think in the history of wrestling. Genuinely.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He's good as but like literally I think it's the song that
Mhm.
makes people go like, we just got to cheer this guy. This guy's fucking.
Well,
This guy's
that
it's
and
Lemmy.
it
Like,
made him scarier. Like when
yeah,
he was back to being a heel and he still had this song, it was like this contributed to him feeling like this unstoppable monster,
yeah.
which he apparently was backstage and in front of the
That's-
stage. So
yeah, no, he was a dick, and everyone knew it. But they're just like, dude, it's Lemmy. What are you gonna do? What do you? I can't boo. It's
yeah,
Lemmy.
it's true.
Like, yeah. So we gotta fucking lose our shit.
Yeah,
It rocks.
rocks.
The WrestleMania performance of this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's interesting.
Lemmy, like this is how you know it's a Jim Johnston thing is because Lemmy's like, I don't know what these words are.
Yeah,
I'm the game where you gaming,
it's all about the game.
and how you game
I'm just gaming.
it.
It's all about control when you're gaming.
Yeah,
Just like
so right. It's so
is that
right, mate. So it's just gaming in the like, right? I got
That's
it.
it.
It'll be
I'll just-
fine.
I'll just do whatever. Yeah.
The game of spades.
Triple H would have been like,
Yeah, it would have been like, can I just
can you just say that?
how about
Yeah.
just Ace of Spades and I walk out?
That would have been fucking cool. Honestly, that would have been the only thing cooler.
Yeah.
My number 4 was this was like the most hyped debut in the history of WWF. I feel
Yeah?
like, and the song
Oh.
really contributed to it.
Oh.
Chris Jericho.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I did not
Dude,
expect you
Jericho's Break the Walls Down
to go
theme.
there. Right.
Iconic to this day. I was never mind. I was gonna say I just realized I didn't put the Hardys theme on here, but it's not Jim Johnston.
It's
It's
not
just
Jim.
like some public domain song.
Dude. Yeah. It's just
What a riff. But okay, that aside, the Chris Jericho theme, still iconic to this day. It is doing that thing where it was like, hey, what's popular right now? I'm just gonna do that. But it really worked for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Bo was there, he says in the comments.
You were there for the Jericho
For
debut,
the
Bo?
Y2J. Dude, such a brilliant thing. They did this countdown for weeks and then set
Fuck
it
you,
to
Bo.
they set it to end in the middle of The Rock's promo. So The Rock is in the ring doing a promo when the countdown ends. And that's
so
when
good.
Jericho comes out and they have this amazing war of words. And like, there's no greater testament to like what a guy's ability is than putting him up with The Rock right away.
Totally.
Especially coming from cruiserweight world in WCW and like everybody refusing to work with you and whatnot. Yeah, Jericho, when I was young, I was like, what's the big deal with this guy? You know?
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I liked WCW, but obviously I like it a lot more now. But like I was in my mind, I was like, he's just like he's a cruiserweight. Like, this is what I've been waiting weeks for, really, Chris Jericho. And then like a couple months later, he was the first undisputed champion. So
he's unbelievable. He will do the only time he didn't get WCW is the only company where he didn't get the world title or whatever, or like didn't get to like the top to be the biggest draw in the thing, because and he did that by leave. He's unbelievable. The song is good. I counted the song personally because of how I hear it, because it has the DX guy on it, right? Like it has it's the same guy. I counted it as like one of the Rage sound alikes. So
this was to me, this was like way late. This was like years after the DX theme. So
right.
Like I was a different person by the time this one debuted. Like, I was like an established wrestling fan.
Right.
And And like that day, that first impression of the song was like, this fucking goes hard as shit.
Goes.
And then he
It's
did the
great.
thing, and then it was just the thing forever. Like that, the Jericho that we saw that day, it's so impressive because like there's so much of who he still is in that. Like it was a fully fleshed guy, and the song really contributed to being like, we swear this guy's a star.
He just gets being a wrestler better than anybody.
It's true.
He's a ridiculous person.
Mhm.
Like confirm like everyone knows that he's a ridiculous human, but there's nothing you can do about it. He's a goat.
Mhm.
He might be the goat.
Straight up.
Like,
Many will argue. Many potential goats would argue that he's the actual goat. So
I think if someone's like Stone Cold Steve Austin might go like it's Jericho, man. Like he's still
Dude,
going.
Kurt Angle thinks it's Jericho.
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle is fucking Kurt Angle. So
Kurt Angle is something else,
God.
man. Yeah, my God.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, what's your number 3?
Number 3. Okay. In another world, if I had a hard time figuring out what to do with this because technically Jim Johnston did not write this song. It's not hit, but everything that's actually good about it is from Jim Johnston.
Gotcha.
So if he wrote this song, it would be number 1, I think. I think it would be number 1. I think Heart Attack for Bret Hart is probably the greatest wrestling entrance theme ever.
I think the like you said, the noise in the beginning, like the riff actually sounding good, and like the leads and shit, that's all Jim. So like everything good about the song came from Jim. And like there may never be a better fit of like what is happening sonically to like who the guy is ever. It's better than this.
Yeah, it's the greatest pairing of like that sounds exactly like that guy.
Yeah.
He comes out looking like a Jim Lee X-Men, like,
yeah.
And then you hear a song that sounds like it would be like a Saturday morning cartoon intro. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's
the production rocks too. It's like actually sounds good.
It sounds good. Like the actual squeal sounds fucking fantastic.
That's cool as hell. I don't even know what it is.
Like he's hitting a harmonic and doing a pick scrape at the same time. Like fuck that guy. Yeah.
Layers and layers of just good shit.
It's like it's just knowing the texture of like the instrument, like also knowing to end the like adding and resting makes the whole riff
right.
Like knowing to knock it the fuck off for a
as
second.
good as Jimmy Hart is at writing songs, and like that's a whole other video of like Jimmy Hart era, but like he's like a
beat boop guy.
Yeah, he's like I'm doing covers down at the bar Saturday night. Like bring the fucking family, bring the wife. I'm doing covers, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna play night moves.
2 drink minimum. So
yeah, he's doing a cover. He's doing a bringer cover show.
Yeah, bringer.
A bringer. He's like the original Bret Hart theme. Like we were talking about this, the electric drums are off time a little bit sometimes. It's insane.
That's like
defeats the whole purpose.
The whole point of electric drums is that the timing is not at the mercy of a human being.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, if they're gonna do anything, they're gonna be on time. And they're not. It's fucked.
And they're not, like, because I think it's just fucking Jimmy and a Casio, you know? Trying to figure it out.
And he's like, oh fuck. Oh. And then he just kept the tape.
Yeah. And he's like, ah. I don't know how to tape over the 8-track. That's it. Like,
It's terrible. And then Jim made it what it is, and it's just a great song.
it would be my number one.
I get it.
Mhm.
My number 3 is the rock theme that you brought up earlier.
Yes, let's talk about it.
What a triumphant
Oh,
work of art, man.
it the most fascinating part about it to me is how it starts. Like the early version of it is so subdued
Yeah,
and like chill, and it was like made to make people like not be that excited about it.
yeah,
You know? Like it's just like a slow hi-hat beat, and the fact that he takes like a
yeah.
and just turns it into yeah. Yeah, like
It's another one of those things where it's like this man just wrote an iconic riff, and it's like this only exists, and this was for wrestling.
yeah.
This riff, this is what this is for. And then the crazy like bridge part.
Yeah.
That's like that's like
The
you only really
solo.
get to hear the solo is insane, like
Yeah.
legitimately good. You only get to really hear the bridge when he like after he won and he's like celebrating in the ring.
Yeah.
So it's like I associate it with like a triumphant victory when I hear
Right.
this song. Uh the voiceover is like why is that cool? It should
It
not be.
it should not be cool. I
It's like
think it
if you
wasn't.
smell with the rock like and then you're right. I want to smell what you're cooking.
Well, that's the thing is the early version is just, do you smell what the rock is cooking? Like it's
It's
just
so bad.
it's I mean, but it's like it's nuts
Yeah.
that he could transform like that into like what the rock comes out to now, which is
Sirius
bananas.
XM octane high fucking voltage rock, dude.
That is it's a fucking it sounds like I'm listening to Sirius XM, and then Dwayne Johnson comes out drenched
Yeah, drenched in oil.
with the most, every part of his body has a personality. Like it's crazy.
It's true.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I've been seeing like some of his old promos, even promos that he's just in the background of, like Nation of Domination promos,
Mhm.
where like D'Lo is talking or something, and The Rock is just like doing stuff in the background, and
Yep.
like it's his promo. Then he doesn't say a word.
I know.
And the
He's
song this is one of those cases where the guy and the song were both so good that it was just this
they
perfect
make
thing.
each other.
Yeah.
Like there is a world like no one else could come out to this song.
No.
And I think that's one of the magic pieces of it. I will say that like there's a world where someone else could have come out to like Heart Attack or
Mhm.
whatever. But fucking no one can come out to that The Rock. Everyone would look like a fool.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Because it would just be silly in the hands of another.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so you're on number 2?
Okay. Number 2, this was impossible. The top 2 impossible.
Mhm.
I have a feeling this is like either also your number 2 or number 1, so I'm gonna wait to talk about it.
There's only so many options left here. I mean, it can only be like one thing what you're about to say.
Well, you brought up like greatest debut ever or whatever, so mine is Kane.
Oh, no, I didn't put Kane in there. I love the song. Kane's not on my list, man.
Oh,
Kane's not on there.
whoa!
I like the song.
Whoa!
Love the song even. Love it. But like now knowing the lore of the Typo song, that it's basically like, hey, do you guys like this? And they're like, no, we're gonna rip it off instead.
Oh, no. The Typo song is the Typo song is 2002, my guy.
No.
Type
Typo
the
song was first.
No, this one, the Jim Johnston version is like they replaced the Typo song with some new metal band when Kane doesn't have a mask on.
What?
The Typo song is for maskless Kane.
Dude, no, wait, no.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. No. So here's what happened. They wrote the song for.
No, it's I like did a huge
Did
deep
you? Because
dive on
I,
this.
I know it's on the "Life Is Killing Me" bonus tracks, which did come out in 2003.
Yeah.
But my understanding was that it
They
was
wrote it
written
in like 2001.
for him to use on his debut.
No. It was the re-debut, like with it's because there is a version of Kane that comes out with singing,
Right.
and they wanted that. That was supposed to be the Typo version, and I think like they didn't
This is
want to
blowing my
change.
mind. I thought this was for his initial debut.
No. They like it's later on. And I think that what their notes were probably, can you include some of the original riff in there? And Peter was like, fuck you. Like, and that's why the singing version of the Kane song, number one, sucks, and it has
Yeah, it's
notes.
terrible.
Yes, Finger 11 replaces typo negative.
Yeah, I remember that one
That
because it was just
sucks.
it was just a cover of the song with a guy singing over it.
Yeah, with a weaker like the lower, like the A string version of the riff sounds great.
Man, my mind
The
is blown.
the organs are great. Like like this is I think this is the pinnacle of like writing a song that looks like a wrestler. And it
Yeah,
could not work for like it literally, you couldn't give this to the Undertaker.
yeah.
Like that's
What's
how
so interesting
specific
about
it
it?
is.
It's so interesting because it sounds so evil, but it's also
Right.
like kind of like a sexy rock song.
Yeah, it's just sneaky. It's just like
It's like stripper music, honestly.
a little bit. Like, well, you
And
know what? It's because it's got the little.
yeah.
It's just like he loves his Peter Frampton like thing. He loves to go like. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but it is amazing objectively.
The
But
low
wow, that
the
just blew my mind. I really thought that they wrote like they were like, "Hey, this is what we have. Can you write a song for it?" in the fucking 97 or whatever. But I guess
yeah, no.
that makes more sense because that
Yeah,
was around the time that everybody got a like
a
real
rock
band
band.
version, like the Disturbed Stone Cold song.
Yeah. They were going to do that for Kane, and they fucked up by not using the typo song for the
Yeah, I
Bronx.
agreed. But it is
And
completely different. So I think they just wanted to keep the skeleton of
yeah.
the original, which makes sense. But man, what a piece of shit that is.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, I love the
Yeah.
song. I wish it was on my list now.
Yeah, the context of it is fucking nuts. I think that the thing about Ministry of Darkness is lower on my list because a bunch of guys came out to it, you know?
Sure.
So it fit any other person, but like, dude, this
This
song is so
personifies
perfect
him.
for Kane that they kept trying to give him new shit, and they keep going like, nah, it sucks. We got to go back to
Gotta
the
go back.
original one.
Yeah.
Kane coming out with a mask to this fucking to the organ. You need the organ at the beginning. You need it's the fucking, it's the coolest entrance of
It
all time.
is. It is very cool. And then the
It is,
ring, the fucking
yeah.
the turnbuckle fire. Come on.
That
It's just
shit
good.
it's
The best.
better. It is better than the Undertaker's entrance. It's better.
Oh,
It's the best.
Undertaker doesn't really do anything. He just looks sick and it's blue.
Right, yeah, it's
Kane
purple.
does stuff.
Kane does shit like it's the coolest. He's the coolest wrestler of like this era. Like the guy is a mess.
Yeah.
I do not like that guy.
Scumbag.
This guy is not my kind of guy.
Not my kind of guy, but the character
Character, that's my kind
all
of guy.
time.
Yeah.
Just like Undertaker. Anyway,
Sorry, metalhead Brandon. We have Brood was
Yeah,
number
Brood
5
was
for me.
number
and
8 for me.
Yeah.
Sorry. But what a great song. Oh, I love all 10 of these. That's the thing you gotta
Yeah.
remember. These are I'm sorting out my children here. Number 2 for me, the Stone Cold Steve Austin theme.
I figured.
Number 2.
Here's the thing. This song, go ahead. Actually, take it away.
The original, the first couple versions where he's like, "You are completely pathetic," instead of the glass break is like genuinely bad. But the glass break is what made it like a hit.
Yeah.
And then the production of the first couple versions is also bad because he's not thinking of it as like, I should make this kind of hard.
Right.
It's just like it's just like wrestling. This is like a post Jimmy Hart type vibe at first. And then eventually he figured out that it should just be a hard ass song.
Right.
And honestly, the Disturbed version kind of goes hard. It kind of goes. But yeah, this is one of the maybe the most iconic wrestling theme ever.
That is true. The reason that I love it.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that I cannot put this on my list is because of I know too much. When someone told me that this is supposed to sound like Bulls on Parade, I lost my mind. It does not sound. I would never in a million years think that was the inspiration for this song.
So I think that I'm guessing. Thank you, Bo, for backing me up on the Disturbed version. I think I can hear it in the like the psychology, essentially. The like dun 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 bana. It's like he brought them a version and they said, okay, but you can't do the same thing. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna cut out half of it. Essentially, he did less until it just wasn't at all the same thing. But
the
I could
song
see
is called "I Won't Do What You Tell Me."
I know.
Like, I can see. Here's the thing. I see why he thinks that this is Rage Against the Machine. Like, this is absolutely what like a dad with a Stratocaster in a basement, like,
Whoa,
who heard.
We'll say a Telecaster, all right? The dad with the Strat is kicking ass.
Dad with the black and white Clapton Strat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the vibe.
3 pickups.
They're
all off.
Right. He heard his son like listening to Rage Against the Machine. Is like, I get what this is.
Yeah, they're
like,
going
it's
like
open what. Yeah,
I get
here's
it.
the thing. If I paid someone, if I gave someone Rage Against the Machine, I was like, I want something like this, and they came back with this, I would fire them. Like, you would be fired.
But here's the thing: you gotta understand. I've read up on the process. I guarantee you, this went through a billion changes before it made it to TV.
Dad with the PRS, yeah.
The PRS, yeah, he's got it.
It might be too rich.
He's got the Squire Jazzmaster. You can't, with that one anecdote, take away from the most iconic piece of wrestling music probably ever.
Totally.
It'll never be eclipsed.
Well, I wonder how much of that is like Stone Cold Steve Austin is undeniable. Like, you just said the Disturbed version goes.
It does.
Like, it's just because it's so tied to the character. I feel like it's the character making the song. The glass breaking is more iconic than the song, sure. I would say. But I love it.
These are wrestling themes like that. Those two things have to contribute to one another to make for it to be a great song. I can't say that like the song rocks because Stone Cold rocks for sure, but also over time it has taken on a life of its own.
Yeah,
and now just objectively rocks.
I have it in my runners up.
Okay.
I have it in my runners up, but I couldn't put it on my top 10 because of how much of a of how much Jim did not understand the assignment.
Yeah, but I don't think that's all Jim's fault because again, there's a committee of people who approve the song
Right.
between Jim making it and it getting to TV. Like Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon hear everything and go, "This doesn't work. This doesn't work. I want this. Do something like this, pal." So I
Right.
imagine he brought them backwards, and they were probably like, "No, just do less."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then it got bastardized into an accidental great song.
Yeah. Maybe I think it's again, the only thing I know is that it drove me insane like hearing that that was the intended sound alike. And I was like, my God.
But it didn't happen, and then ultimately this awesome song came out of it.
It's great. Also, if Stone Cold, the thing is, Jim might have been just right because writing Rage Against the Machine, writing Bulls on Parade for Stone Cold Steve Austin is the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, I agree.
He is
DX
not
got that, and it like worked for them.
totally. And Stone Cold Steve, like a dude with a goatee who comes out wearing a leather vest.
Mhm.
Rage Against the Machine is not his thing.
No, like it's crazy that he got a metal song at all. It should have been like some outlaw country shit.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to give him a southern vibe because
No.
he does that himself.
Yep.
It's number one time. Do we have the same number one?
Number one, Ass Man.
Number one, Ass Man. The greatest piece
The
of
greatest
wrestling
piece
music
of
ever. What like take the humor out of it.
yeah.
And you have like a fucking slam it like if ZZ Top put this track out, dude.
Yeah.
It would have been number one on top in the charts worldwide.
It's literally Tush, but you change it to that's my name. My name is Tush.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Perfect.
it's just like if you put the fucking the synth bass from Eliminator from ZZ Top, absolutely chart chopper.
Yeah.
Like it would be unbelievable. It's so funny. I
Genuinely hilarious. I like did he write these lyrics too?
I don't know. I can't figure out who wrote the lyrics.
Everything is credited to him.
The great. Like he just had a stream of these are like a stream of consciousness first draft and they
Dude.
kept it and it's so funny to me.
And like no joke, genuine like comedic genius.
Yeah.
Like brilliant. It's still funny.
It's still funny. The hook is good.
Yeah.
Like
No business.
I'm an ass man. Like it's so
just
fun.
rocks.
Dude, Michael is losing his mind right now. That we have picked
We are cheeked up. Everybody should have seen this coming, but
yeah,
we wrote a worship song.
We weren't lying.
No.
When we put that song out and we were like, we wanted to do this because this is the best
song ever.
Writing a sequel to the best wrestling entrance song ever.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I love to stick him.
I love to pick him. I think is in there.
Pick him. Yeah. We just gotta I'm pulling up these lyrics right now. We gotta get into
wow,
this.
we're at an hour, huh?
We did it. We did it, folks.
I'm gonna read off a couple honorable mentions while you pull up the lyrics.
Yeah, do it.
Val Venus.
Oh boy.
One of those songs where it's like it's kind of like the Fandango theme, where it's just him flexing his ability to do other genres.
Totally.
The sax, fucking insane. My next honorable mention is also in my worst songs category, but I think it fits for both. Is the Vince McMahon theme. Is both one of the best and the worst song that he ever wrote that's perfect for Vince.
Totally. I agree. Like the song is over because it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's mania. It kind of does it on paper. If you first heard it and you were like, this is what Vince McMahon walks out to, you would think that's insane.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit him at all, but yes,
You
it
see the
does.
strut? When I hear the beginning of this, when there's like a noise in the beginning, dude, my
Yeah.
body temperature raises like 3 degrees. I like I don't feel good when I hear it, but I can admit that it's like, that's a brilliant thing. That's an amazing characteristic.
Yeah, totally. My runners up are Graveyard Symphony, like Undertaker.
Mhm,
I Won't Do What You Tell Me, the Stone Cold song.
mhm.
And one that I probably would is the Gold Dust theme. That
Oh
thing,
my god.
it's a bop.
Legitimately
So
amazing
good.
song.
It's
I
great.
can't honestly kind of want to put it in my top 10 now.
I'm mad that I didn't, but I
Yeah,
like everything is too iconic in it.
it's true.
Um in my I had one worst that I actually know. And my worst Jim Johnston theme is the Diesel theme because it's literally just a truck horn.
Yeah.
The motherfucker, you have the most beautiful tall man of
Yeah,
all time dressed like a cat. That motherfucker needs to come out to Bob Seger.
for
How
sure.
the fuck is he not coming out to like, come back, baby, rock
I
and roll, never
I
forget? And then
agree, but it's like it's even this is like the worst Jim Johnson theme is better than the best WCW theme at the time. Because at the
yeah.
same time, there was a guy with a fucking military gimmick that just came out to what is it? Morse code. His entrance theme was just Morse code.
That's a language.
Yeah.
That's like coming out to the sound of a pencil.
It was
Like
crazy.
writing.
Like this. So I'll take the Diesel theme all day, dude. Over beep, 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 beep. It's actually psychotic.
Yeah, that's actual that's psychosis.
No,
My
it wasn't
favorite
for psychosis. It was for another guy.
Oh yeah, so it's I love to love him, I love to kick him, I love to shove him, I love to stick him, I love to flaunt him, I love to watch him, I love to pick him, and I'm gonna
Pick
pick
'em.
him. Pick
Pick
him,
'em.
pick him. Yeah.
That's sick.
Uh, like I'm a lover of every kind. The best surprises always sneak up from behind.
That's
A
the best
genius.
lyric ever.
Ever. Fucking ever. I love this fucking song, dude. Ass Man is the best one.
It's the
Folks,
best
we're not
one.
gonna this was a lot of music talk, so we're not doing a like a superstar entrance like remix or
Gimmick thing.
whatever.
Yeah.
Gimmick thing.
But
We
that was
should
fun.
next week we should find a Bob Seger song that fits Diesel. So he doesn't so he's not coming out to a fucking
Horn. Yeah. The horn is crazy. And I gotta show you the Morse code guy, man. It's unbelievable.
we gotta give that guy we gotta help that guy too.
Yeah. Well,
Who
he's
else just
gone.
came out to fucking sound effects? Like, let's get these guys some songs.
Straight up, dude.
Yeah. All right.
Dark time.
Dark time. Thank you all for joining us.
See you next Monday.
See you next Monday. We'll see you Wednesday also on the IG, on the Instagram.
So true. Well, talking Dynamite every Wednesday. We're talking other stuff here every Monday.
Every Monday, baby.